to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Indianapolis Raceway Park, presented by Mother's High Performance Car Care. It's in the air. We are racing at IRP. Look at taking a quick look to the inside. That's the 38. Chandler Smith, he's won the last 2 short track races. He moves into second like that.
But he's got a challenge on the outside. We saw what an advantage Heim took on the start of this race, starting on the low side. We'll see if that's a trend all night long.
Look at that, 3 and 4 wide behind him.
There it is. We've already said it, Regan.
First lap, we got it out already, and it's going to happen a lot more tonight. Little curious about the start on the outside for Ty Majeski. Appeared he maybe spun the tires just a little bit, and that's something we'll have to pay attention to.
And we've got a battle for the lead. In fact, we've got a pass right now. Layne Riggs trying to get around Corey Heim. Can he clear him?
What about the versatility of that 34 truck? He went down low. Corey went down there to block a little bit. He said, all right, I'll just go up high, and drives around the leader on the outside. What a strong move.
They are giving everything that they've got. Watch Ty Majeski as they come off the corner right here, and you can see that steering wheel. It jumps sideways, and that's what you don't want to have happen at IRP. You want to keep that truck underneath you. Every time that happens, the tires don't like it. They get
predictions about how differing adjustments will affect what the driver's saying.
Right.
The crew chief has a lot of information in his hands.
He does, and the drivers do as well, and certainly that's why I say it's all about the communication, the back and forth.
Final lap is stage number 1. Layne Riggs on his way to pick up his 5th stage win of the season.
We'll have to see as we get a little further into this run, as we get closer to the end of the stage, who has the better truck at that point.
Oh, caution.
Caution is out for the first time for incident. It is the 22, and they had a driver change earlier.
Ty Majeski, not so much. He seems to be struggling just a little bit. That's something they'll put in their notebook for later.
Final lap is stage number 2. Layne Riggs looking to sweep the stages. And those valuable points they're looking for. Green flag is in the air for the 3rd stage from Indianapolis as they fan out behind him. That's Layne Riggs dropping to the bottom. Stuart Friesen trying to take the lead on his birthday and his 200th start.
Was that 5 wide that we saw there?
I think we saw your 5 wide finally, and they made it through it too.
Look at this
action.
Craziness.
All over.
Ben Rhodes, he's on those fresher tires.
Luke Fenhouse.
Little contact to the outside wall for Luke Fenhouse there. No harm, no foul though. Short track racing.
Look at Corey Heim trying to find a hole to get around Luke Fenhouse.
He wants to get ahead of Layne Riggs. He knows how solid Layne's been, and you can see he's gapped him there, got a couple of trunk links on him. He knows that could be the key to winning this race when it's all.
Exactly how this 34 looks right now.
And you see Stuart Friesen, he goes down there to try to take Layne's lane away, and Layne says, it's okay, I'm pretty good up top too.
Battle for the lead here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Layne Riggs, he's been the dominant one tonight. He's led the most laps. Woo! What a battle. Old tires versus new tires.
Stuart said, I got a crossover left in me. See if we can make it work.
And I think, unfortunately for Stuart right here, as we've been watching the lap times as Layne Riggs has caught him, it's going to be inevitable. He was closer to 0.3 of a second a lap quicker as he had that open track and was able to catch up to him, and you see the end result. Now it's going to be stay as close as you can.
Well, better than you right now, Stuart.
Corey Day, the 19-year-old, making his 11th career Truck Series start, takes over that 2nd spot. Another impressive run. Top 5 for the first time in Nashville. And he's had to wait over a month and a half since he's been behind the wheel of a truck.
Let's look at that deficit. You see just 2.5 seconds between Corey Day and Layne Riggs. Layne, we're wondering if he's 80% up front, because the last couple of laps, Corey Day in the 2nd. He's been faster than Riggs. Fastest truck on the track, number 7.
Certainly needs to keep doing that. I'm not sure that I don't know that he's got enough time with the lap trucks involved in the middle of it as well, but I can promise you, we've seen Corey Day's hands, and we know that he's going to try to get there.
10 laps to go here from Indianapolis. Layne Riggs has had a spectacular night. Picks up stage 1, stage 2. He's led 150 laps. looking for his second win on the season.
And just how much fun is Layne Riggs having right now, right? When you have a night like tonight, it's rare that you get a truck this good, and you feel like you can do whatever you want with it. You can place it wherever you want. So now the thought process in his mind has turned to, okay, guys, let's keep this clean and green to the end. We don't want to have to put ourselves in a situation where we got to decide, do we pit or do we stay out? So he's really pulling for the whole field right now and telling the whole field, let's get this through to the end of the race.
Regan, you and I have both been in the same situation. Got to lead late in the race. The only thing he's thinking, no caution, no caution. Let's keep it clean, guys. I've got my game going on. I know exactly what I've got to do to win this race. Y'all keep your stuff together back there. Let's not have any cautions late.
And to this field's credit, they have tonight. We've had one incident, one caution for incident.
As you speak, Jamie, could we see enough? Look at that mess.
I'm not doing the announcer curse here. We'll keep it green as they're 3 wide, racing to the finish.
Wow. As we just thought things were getting a little calm late in the going, they show this battle inside the top 10. Trucks all over the place. Ross Chastain's recovered from that pit road problem. He's racing in 11th.
Tyler Ankrum, he's been running top 10 all night in that 18 truck. Raja Karuth, the 71.
Tyler, sneaky good on these short tracks, trying to get his 11th straight top 10 finish on a short track, and doesn't want to give up any of these spots. He wants to see that through.
Raja came to pit road for an extra stop due to some damage on the right front. He's recovered. Can't quite do anything with Ankrum there.
5 laps to go, Layne Riggs.
I'm glad Layne Riggs couldn't see all that, Regan. Talk about making somebody nervous if he was watching that battle.
Healthy lead for that man in the 34. Such a big night for this young man, the 23-year-old out of Bahama, North Carolina.
And when you think about the season, Jamie, as a whole, and I think for the most part, Corey Haim has been just absolutely dominating this season, right? And we haven't seen Layne Riggs necessarily dominate a race quite like this yet this year. But in the big picture, as the season goes on, that is big momentum for that team. And as we keep saying it, as we get closer to the playoffs, you want to have the momentum. You want your competitors thinking about you just a little bit and thinking, what have they found? Did they find something we don't have?
And think about last year. Tom Majeski got hot at the right time of the season, and you're seeing the same thing maybe right now from Layne Riggs. And I don't think it would surprise a soul if he didn't go on and be one of the championship 4.
I love when we saw Layne Riggs get his first win last year, and he jumps out and he celebrates, and he popped out his shoulder and he bent over in pain, but he smiled through it all. Had off-season surgery. It's good to go. We saw him celebrate just a couple weeks ago. He's ready to do it again. His father, Scott Riggs, always around the racetrack. You know him from racing in NASCAR for years and years. So proud of his young son.
Got to be proud of this performance tonight as he takes the white flag.
Final lap at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Layne Riggs, what a standout night. Won stage 1, stage 2. Held off a hard-charging Corey Haim, Ty Majeski, even Stuart Friesen. Led the most laps tonight, 159. As he makes the trek on down, checkered flag is in the air. Layne Riggs gets it done in Indianapolis.
What a good feeling for that entire team to not only be celebrating. We didn't say much about his pit crew tonight, but did a nice job of doing what they needed to do on pit road, a complete team effort. And how nice is that on the last lap to be able to drive halfway down the front stretch and wave at your team, knowing that you got enough of a lead to do that.
It's going to help tomorrow. It's not going to help tonight. Look at the team. Let's go, buddy.
You could just feel, like you said, Michael, the love.